decided that I was going to film a video about manifestation and the law of attraction. I did it on the rooftop of my new apartment because I felt like it was a very inspiring place to film the video. It also gave me a lot of joy to sit there and just kind of like look out into the beautiful city that I'm now living in. So I wanted you all to experience that with me. If you are loving what you're seeing, if you go back into the videos that I did about a year ago, please follow me on Instagram at MandaJill and subscribe to my channel below. I want you to really take it all in and understand that the law of attraction and abundance and gratitude and everything is everywhere in your entire life, and you just have to ignite it. You just have to access that power. It makes me super happy that I have such a supportive community, and I can't wait for you guys to see this video. So here I am on the rooftop of my building in New York. Life update for you guys. A couple things that is like super duper amazing and awesome, and I can't wait to talk to you about today. And I wanted to keep it super casual, but I was just listening I was just listening to a podcast that I was interviewed on. I was interviewed on it. Someone wanted me to come on their fucking podcast to talk about manifestation and law of attraction and all of this stuff. Well, let me tell you something, guys. I'm here living in my new apartment in New York City with this amazing view. Like, does it get better than that? Anyway, I manifested this apartment, and I want to talk to you guys today about how I manifested a podcast interview and how I manifested living my dream life in New York. So I'm gonna figure out a way to set this up. So when I told you guys I wasn't gonna edit, I sort of lied a little bit because I just cut out that previous part. So here I am again, and I wanna tell you guys all about my manifestation techniques and how I utilize the law of attraction, which, by the way, I'm going to be talking about the law of attraction and using it to boost your business in a free training this Saturday, August 3rd at 12 p.m. Eastern. So you can register for that below with the link, and you'll get all of the information so you can view it live. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my manifestation techniques and how I use the law of attraction daily. But I want to rewind first, because the last time I was on here on YouTube, I was living in New Jersey. I had been working on YouTube a little bit. I was doing another company. I was working with another company. I wasn't doing it. And things weren't really going my way, and I couldn't understand like what I was doing wrong. And after like tons and tons of research on, you know, utilizing the law of attraction and figuring out like what it is that I needed to do in order to make things go right in my life that I wanted to go right, I had to start practicing abundance instead of viewing things from the viewpoint of like scarcity, as well as practice of gratitude on a daily basis. I did another video last year on gratitude, but I want to talk to you guys about the importance of practicing gratitude daily. So again, I wanted to tell you the story of how I ended up in the city. And I remember it was probably like last June. I was here with Brett, and he was going on a job interview, and I kept looking around, and I was like, oh, like I could just imagine us living here. It's gonna be such a dream life. We would have so much fun. And he and I had both discussed this, and we were just saying like, you know, it doesn't seem realistic right now, but it would be so fucking cool if we ended up living in New York and doing all the things that we said we were always gonna do. That day when he went into that job interview, I got on the phone with an angel guide, and she told me that I was gonna be living in New York City. And I said to her, well, how do you see that even happening? Because it's such a far leap from what we're doing now. that I don't think that it could ever happen for us. And after she said that to me, I started realizing that I need to really practice patience in my life and understand that the doors are gonna open when they're ready for me to walk through them, instead of like banging down the door like, let me live in New York, like rah. So a couple months later, Brett received a job offer from a company here in the city, and we decided literally on that day that we were gonna move because living and working in New York just made sense. So that is how it worked out. And I remember every single day since I talked to that angel guy, I put out into the universe, and I literally said it out loud, like, I'm gonna live in New York. Me and Brett are going to have the dream life in New York City. We're gonna live in a gorgeous apartment and have like everything at our fingertips. It's what I loved about New York. It's what I always wanted, and I was so excited about it. And I just felt that feeling of it happening, that like that manifestation became so like full body, mind, body, and soul. And I really started practicing manifestation and like manifesting things into my life from that point forward. And my most recent experience with manifesting something really fucking awesome is getting an interview on a fucking podcast. Like, I'm gonna link the podcast below because guys, it was like, it was one of those things where I said out loud, literally to the universe for the last couple of weeks, I would love to have a podcast interview so I can talk about all of the amazing things that are materializing in my life. I would love a podcast interview. This would be so cool. And I'm like over the top excited about it because the shit works. And when you start putting things out into the universe listens and it responds. So I started just creating relationships with people that I knew would not only benefit me in the long run, but would benefit them as well. And having that human connection with somebody where it's not just like take, it's like equal give, equal take. Someone who I had created a relationship like that with asked me to be a guest on her podcast. This happened on Thursday. She sent me this message, and I swear, and I even said this in the beginning of the podcast, I literally screamed out loud and I peed a tiny bit. Like, it was one of those like all encompassing like feelings of excitement and like, oh my God, manifestation actually works. And like, I knew it all along, but when you see things happening that you wished for and put out into the universe, it comes back to you, and it's so incredible when it does. So I had a couple tips for you guys in regards to manifesting something into your reality. And the first thing is really envisioning and visualizing this thing happening. So putting yourself in that moment when you're receiving whatever it is that you're manifesting. Like for me, I put myself in the moment of receiving that podcast interview request. And I said it out loud into the universe. I said, I'd really love to have a podcast interview. I really want to have a podcast interview. Universe, I desire this so freaking much, and I know it will be amazing when I get it. And it happened. So it puts that energy out there, and expressing gratitude all along the way when little things happen and they show up in your life, and they're literally, it's just proof of abundance for you. Like, even if it's something as little as saving $1 at the grocery store, or receiving a free coffee at Starbucks, or maybe you're hearing from somebody that you haven't heard from in a while, and you're like, wow, I'm just really grateful that they reached out to me because I literally just learned so many new lessons from that person. And like, that's happened to me all along. And when you express gratitude for the things that you currently have, more shows up, more abundance comes up. So on the flip side of that, and this is where the law of attraction comes in, when you're expressing negativity towards the shit that's going on in your life, instead of expressing the gratitude, more shit shows up. And it's just the way the world works. So for example, if I tell you, don't think about zebras, you're probably thinking about zebras right now. And the reason why that happens is because you're putting your energy on something and then it's showing up. So if you are going out and you're deciding that maybe you're going to start shopping for a yellow buggy or like a golden doodle dog, all of a sudden you start noticing like golden doodle dogs everywhere, like yellow buggies everywhere. But like the fact of the matter is there's not more golden doodles on the street, or there's not more yellow buggies driving around. It's the fact that like not only is your brain deeming this more important, so you're seeing it everywhere, but like the universe is attracting that to you. So that's how, like for me at least, the law of attraction works. So I always make sure to focus my energy on the abundance and the gratitude and thanking the universe for what I already have, because what you focus on expands. Okay guys, say that with me. What you focus on expands. So when you focus on the good keeps getting fucking better. And when you focus on the bad, it gets worse. So I'm gonna leave you with this. Practice gratitude daily. Speak it out loud. Speak out loud to yourself what you're grateful for, and talk to yourself about it in the mirror. Like I did this morning, and I was actually talking to myself about how grateful I am for all of the people who support me in my life, because I wouldn't be where I am without the support and unconditional love from the family members that I have, and from my husband, and from my kitties, and like all these different things. And I'm just so fucking grateful for the family and the love and the support and all of these things that keep showing up in my life, that I keep seeing more of it. And like I'm so grateful for it, you know? And like when I express it to people, not to people, because I do express it to people, not only does it make their day, but it starts to like really warm my heart even more. And on the flip side of that, if you focus on the things that are lacking in your life, you're gonna notice how much is actually lacking, that you just keep getting into that feeling of being stuck and ungrateful. So feeling grateful, practicing abundance, and speaking out your intention into the universe of things that you really want is what's going to attract it into your life. So start with something small, even if it's just, you know, receiving a quarter today, a quarter more than you had, and then thanking the universe for it. It's just like literally the easiest, littlest thing ever, but when you see that quarter after you're speaking your intention, you're literally gonna be shocked and amazed and feeling so like incredibly awesome that like I spoke this out into the universe today and there's a fucking quarter. Like how cool is that? It's pretty cool. So again, I wanted to just thank you guys so much for sticking and staying on my channel, for waiting around for the last year. I am going to be doing a update video for you all, and I would love it if you drop down below what sorts of things you're looking for an update on, and I will talk to you guys soon. So thanks again for sticking around. I love you all so very much, and if nobody told you today that they love you, I love you, and I hope you have the best day ever. Happy hump day, everybody. Bye.